went to this bar in Columbus, Ohio. It's called McGettigan's. It was raining really, really hard in Columbus that night. Man, it was a typhoon, whatever, you know. I mean, it was really raining. And every time that somebody would open the door, man, wind would, you know, shoot through there. And, you know, they had a bell on the door and go ding, ding, ding. So everybody in the whole place would look. Well, the door opened and, you know, that bell ding, and I looked. This little midget walked in the door. And the guy I was with, his name was John. I said, John, look at that. I said, a little midget just walked in the door, man, look. And I spun around on the bar stool and I was kind of laughing, and all of a sudden somebody pecks me on the shoulder. And I spun around and that midget goes, screw you, you know. He didn't say screw you. And he flipped me off his little finger. And he's mad, man. He's screaming, cussing at me. And I'm like, I said, man, I'm sorry. You know, I tried to apologize. The bell rings again. We look. This guy has a twin brother that's a midget. I mean, how many twin midgets can there be in the world? You know what I mean? I mean, what are the odds? Well, the brother walks in and he didn't listen to the conversation for 10 seconds, and he's cussing me too. You know, got his finger in my face. And the bell rings again, and we all looked, and two more midgets walked in the door. They just stood with him. They didn't say anything. They didn't cuss at me. But those two brothers absolutely just called me everything in the book, and they cussed at me, and I just couldn't stand it anymore. Finally, I stood up and I said, listen, I've apologized. I said, I'm not, you know, I've offered to buy you beer, you know, whatever. I said, leave me alone. Get away from me. I said, you know what? Stand up when you talk to me. And I watched one of the brothers do it. He took off running. It was like he was in slow motion. I was thinking, he won't do it. There's no way he's going to do it. He ran and he jumped up. He looked like Michael Jordan, man. And he punched me right just right there. And my teeth went numb. I went back and I went, oh! And I started cracking these guys. I hit all four of them, even the two that didn't say nothing. I was like, bang, bang. And these little guys would go back like 3 steps and they would come right back at me, man. They were on a mission. They you know, I knocked out tons of guys in bars. I didn't even knock one of these guys off their feet, man. I was really tagging them. Boom, boom. I started getting tired. You know, I'm thinking, man, you know, what's going on? Well, one of the brothers worked his way around behind me, and he slid in, and the shortest one, he ran in beside the other one, and they tripped me. And I flew back, and before I hit the ground, the other brother slid in and he put his fat little thighs around my neck, and he almost popped my head off. I mean, I was like, ah! And the other brother jumped on top of me and was going boom, boom, boom. And then the other two were just kicking me. You know, when I came to, you know, John was picking me up. The actual elected sheriff of whatever county that is, I can't remember the county, and he had a deputy with him. He looked at me. You know, bleeding, and this big guy, he looked at these guys. He said, I'm gonna let y'all go. He goes, hell, I wouldn't even know how to write this up. And those midgets went and got in this van. It was a big green van with these big red letters that said the Traveling Tortinis. I don't know if they were wrestling midgets. I don't know if they were circus midgets, something. But these guys were a group, and they had done this stuff before. I mean, it wasn't something new to them, you know, and they set me up. So, you know, hopefully, you know, when this gets posted, enough people will see it to where they'll find me 2 of those guys. I can take 2 of them, not 4. That's just too many. And people think them guys are, you know, little, but you know, they're strong. The center of gravity's really low. You can't knock them off their feet, man.